It's been revealed that one of the suspects held over the murder of the British soldier was arrested in Kenya in 2010. Michael Adebolajo appeared in court in Mombasa accused of seeking training with Al-Shabab in Somalia. He complained about conditions in custody.
People, they are mistreating us and we are innocent, believe me.
Now he's under guard in a London hospital, shot by police following the murder. And here on Saturday, the family of Lee Rigby, the young British soldier killed on Wednesday, visited the London street where Lee died, hacked to death in a frenzied knife attack by the two assailants. For the family and his young wife, this was an ordeal they were determined to see through. The crowds that have gathered here each day to pay their respects were kept back, as the family came to take comfort from the hundreds of flowers and letters and cards left by ordinary people shocked by this brutal murder. That emotion shared by the Muslim community.
We need to stop this thing happening in our community, and anybody knows any extremist within our midst have to speak against and stop doing this, because prevention is better than cure.
As the police investigation into his death widened, 4 more men were arrested, 2 at this address in southeast London where neighbours said shots were fired. Police said their investigations are continuing, examining what they describe as a significant amount of CCTV footage. Peter Sharp, Al Jazeera in London.
And we get more now from Peter Greste. He's live in the Kenyan capital, Nairobi. And Peter, what more do we know about Adebolajo's time in Kenya?
Well, the details are fairly sketchy, but what we've been able to piece together is that he came to Kenya on the 23rd of, or rather he was arrested, he appeared in court on the 23rd of November in 2010. And he was charged, or it was alleged at the time, that he was trying to cross into Somalia. Apparently the police picked him up and a group of 6 other young men, most of them Kenyans, as they tried to go into Somalia to join the Al-Shabab movement. Al-Shabab, of course, has been fighting to overthrow the government in Somalia. Now, according to the reports from the time, they appeared in court without charge, as I said. The police, the authorities had asked for more time to investigate the matter, but eventually they were released. He was handed over to the British authorities and eventually deported. As we've already heard in that report, he complained that they'd been mistreated by the police in front of the court. They were told, he told the court that they hadn't eaten for 2 days, they hadn't been allowed to speak to their lawyers, and that they had apparently a pretty rough time of it. But we don't have any more detail than that.
Yeah, Peter, as you say, it's been quite difficult to establish exactly what happened when Adebolajo was in Kenya. What, if anything, have the Kenyan authorities been saying about his time there?
Well, initially the Kenyan authorities denied that he'd been here, but then they went back through the records, and apparently he was charged under the name of Michael Olumendis Ndemelajo, a name obviously very different from Adebolajo, and it seems that was the reason they initially didn't realise that he'd been here. They said that they now have acknowledged that he was here, that he did appear in court, but they also insist that he wasn't abused, that there was no record or complaints of any abuse from the time.
Peter Greste in Nairobi with the latest from there. Thanks so much.